Hey, do you feel like you are disconnected from yourself, from your true self, from the essence of who you are? Do you feel like you have somehow lost it? If so, you're not alone. Today on Love Bites, we are talking about that exact thing and a few questions that you can start asking to reconnect to who you really are. If you don't know who I am, my name is Katie. I'm a holistic health and life coach. And Love Bites is our weekly series where I like to jump on and talk about little ways, sometimes big ways, that you can bring a little bit more love, specifically self-love, into your life. So when we're talking about reconnecting to ourselves, it's important to recognize that life happens. Okay, it is normal, just like in every other relationship we have. We are going to have ebbs and flows. There's going to be times where we feel like really connected and in sync and flow, and then more disconnected, and that's okay. This is not something to judge yourself about. This is not something to beat yourself up about, but this is something to be aware of and something that you can actively take steps in to help reconnect. In the Freedom Health Style Tribe, which is my group, yesterday I did an impromptu video where my dog featured, but very specifically I was talking about this exact thing. Like, I feel like, so for myself, yoga is one of the main ways that I connect to me. And the last couple of months I have really dropped my yoga practice and I haven't been doing much. And just yesterday I recommitted to doing this because it connects me to who I am. So when we're talking about reconnecting to yourself, it's really important to note, I'm not talking about your body. I'm not talking about your sexuality. I'm not talking about your sports or, how you're feeding yourself or whatever. When I'm talking about reconnecting to yourself, I'm talking about like who you are, the essence of you. Right? The essence of who you are as a human being. Who you are at your core. So if everything else in your life changed, if your career changed, if your family changed, if your body changed, if everything changed, who would you still be? Who is that person on the inside? That is what I'm talking about. And the biggest question really is, what makes you you? Who is that person? Who are you at your core? And if you don't know that, then that is the perfect place to start. And the best way to find this out or to get clear on this is to slow down and spend some time alone. And I'm not talking like going on a silent meditation retreat. Like, if that's your thing, cool, go for it. But I'm literally talking 5 minutes a day. Spend some time with yourself. Just be alone with yourself. Hang out with yourself. Just like you would with a friend. You'd go out for coffee with a friend. You'd have a chat. Do that, but with you. And it might feel crazy. And it might sound weird. It's not. Trust me. If you're not used to being alone with yourself, if you're not used to slowing down and spending time, it might be a bit uncomfortable. But it's important to note that you cannot know who you are if you don't spend time with yourself without distractions, okay? And you don't have to stay slow forever. Just because you're slowing down to ask this question doesn't mean you need to stay in that slow space. Some of us like more fast-paced. Some of us are super, super social. That is fine. But at the beginning, you have to slow down. What makes you you? Who are you at your core? What is the essence of you? We are, all of us, we are complex beings. We are multifaceted. We all have so many different parts of what makes us who we are. So there's not going to be one answer, right? This isn't going to be one word, but you need to sort of ask that question. So for example, I am Katie. I am kind. I am generous. I am loving. I am connected, and I love connecting. I feel connected to this planet. When I touch the ground, when I touch the grass, when I touch trees, I feel energetically connected to those things, to those other beings. I am curious. I love learning new things. I love experimenting. I love expanding my circle. Like, that is all the essence of me, all of those things. And then we really want to ask, what brings you joy? My phone's falling. Hold on. What brings you joy? And again, not like, I love going and hanging out with friends. Cool, great, that's fine. But like, what makes you happy on the inside? What makes you happy that if nobody else was around and you were by yourself, what makes you smile on the inside? Is that being around other people? Again, maybe you're really social, you like other energy, cool. Is it going for a walk in nature? Is it just sitting in the sunshine? Is it, eating really good food? Is it cooking and nourishing your body? Like, what brings you joy? This question is an integral part of what I do with all of my one-on-one coaching clients. If we are not working towards what brings you joy, what's the point? Like, we have to be working towards what brings you joy in your core. And then we want to do these things that bring you joy, do these on a regular basis, because the more you do things that bring you joy, the more connected to yourself you're going to be. And especially when we ask that question, who are you? What makes you more you? What activities bring you closer to you? And then we do those things on a regular basis, that is all going to bring you closer to reconnecting with yourself. And if you have no idea what any of this is, if you are like super lost, then just start slow. Who are you at your core? How would you describe yourself? What things make you more you? And what brings you joy? What things can you start doing that will bring you closer? And to me, being connected to myself, asking these questions and actively participating in them, I guess you could say, on a regular basis, that is freedom to me. That's what brings me freedom, without a doubt, hands down. That's what brings me freedom. So what I would really challenge you to do, give me one word to describe the feeling of being connected to yourself. For myself, that's freedom or freeing. But what does it mean to you? Is it happiness? Is it expansive? Is it evolution? Is it family? Is it simply love or life or being? Give me one word. I'm really, really curious. Like I said at the beginning, we all become disconnected from ourselves through life. We live in a fast-paced time. It's going to happen. But we don't have to stay in that disconnect. We get to come back in, look inside, take some time, pause, and then actively reconnect by asking these questions and engaging in activities that make us more us, make us more who we are. My activity is yoga. Yours might be running. Yours might be hiking. Yours might be meditating, creating art, right? The activities that make you more you. All right, questions, comments, please leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. I'm always super, super curious what your big takeaway is from these Love Bites episodes. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you soon.